This is Desmond with Flip Finder Network, and I apologize for kind of being MIA here for the last, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 months, maybe longer now. I haven't really kept up with it, but I got a lot going on in the background. I got a lot of new stuff coming for y'all, and I think it's going to be worth the wait for you. So if you've been a subscriber to the channel, you might have noticed something a little different there in the intro, and that's because we are Flip Finder Network now, and that's really what I've been spending most of my time on in the background. What free time I have, at least, and so let me give that a quick plug right quick and show you what I've been working on. So this is Flip Finder Network, and this is a website I've been building for the last 3 or 4 months. I've done everything myself, which was a little bit of a learning curve in its own, but I think I got most everything ironed out. It's still some stuff that I got to tweak and make a little bit better, but basically I wanted to make a place where I could have a little bit of web presence, right? So maybe combine it with the YouTube and just offer tips and tricks and other stuff. Got some free resources, which I still got some stuff to upload there, so it's a little bit lacking right now, but just give me some time. I got to edit some stuff and get it uploaded. But so Flip Finder Network, what is Flip Finder Network? Probably the main focus here is this network insights, and this is a blog I've been working on, and I've already got a couple of blog posts in here, but from here on it's going to be a weekly blog just about different tools and tips and tricks to help you scale your Amazon business, right? Because that's everybody's goal, right? We want to continue growing, and I want to see every one of you continue growing. And if you're new to Amazon, this is a good place to start. Got a lot of good starter information here and information that's useful for experienced sellers as well. Also do some highlights on certain tools and how to use them to your advantage. So that's a really cool part of it. And like I said, I'll link all this below. We've got some free resources, but like I said, that's kind of slacking right now. I've got a couple, I think one video and a little checklist, but I've got a lot more coming for that. I got some editing left to do. And then lastly, I've had a ton of people on here ask if I do leads list or sell leads or anything like that. And I really didn't have the time in the past, but I recently outsourced a lot of my prep work. So I got a lot more free time now, which is good for me and it's good for you because I'll have a lot more time to make new content. But that's something we're working on. We're working on offering a paid leads list. But I wanted this to be a little bit different than traditional style leads list, and I've been a part of a few different ones that I've purchased personally, and they can be kind of expensive. I know some of them are upwards of $200 or $300 a month, and most of them are subscription based, and that was something I really wanted to change. So what we're going to do here is we're going to offer weekly one-time leads lists, which means you buy it, you pay for it, and that's it. There's no subscription you have to cancel. We're not going to charge you again next month. This is a one-time list, and once it's sold out, it's sold out. We're going to limit it to, I think it was 50 sellers per list. So it's first come, first serve. Once 50 are sold, that's it. Nobody else is ever going to get that list again. So it's really good if you're kind of skeptical on the leads list or maybe limited on your budget or whatever, but it's something that's worth a try. We're shooting for $3 profit minimum and 30%, which I think is kind of a industry standard for most Amazon arbitrage sellers, at least. And average is obviously a lot higher, but that's just our minimum target. This whole list is handpicked by me and a couple others of my team, and it's not something we're going to just throw some stuff up there. We're looking at every one of these leads, and we want to give you good stuff. We're not going to focus on any main categories because we want to introduce you to everything we can, right? Kind of spread your store out a little bit, explore some new categories and things like that. Not doing any hazmat. because I know a lot of sellers aren't hazmat approved for FBA, which there still can be some merchant fulfilled opportunities in hazmat if you're not approved. But just generally speaking, it seems like most people aren't or haven't taken the time to get that approval. So we're taking out the hazmat. So you shouldn't have any issues with these products as far as listing them. Um, as always, we're double, triple checking our sources. We're not going to give you some bootleg liquidator or some, scammy looking website that's going to steal your credit card information. This is all legit stuff, and we're looking over each one by one and double checking. We want to give you a good product here. This is just kind of, I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. See if I can move me a little bit out the way at least. Just kind of a basic what it's going to look like. Like I said, this is not currently available yet. We still got some back end stuff to figure out, but we do have a wait list sign up. So if it's something you are interested in, just sign up here, and when we do get this fully up and running, you'll be the first ones to know. So definitely take advantage of that. But here's just a little snapshot of a sample list that we made up, and we're going to give you your average BSR, profit, and ROIs here. I can't. It's kind of hard to tell in this. Maybe I zoom in a little more. No, you can't really read it, but I think this one was average BSR somewhere in the 80,000s. Average profit just under $7. Average ROI looks like just under 60. This is kind of what it's going to look like. The layout. We're going to give you obviously product and ASIN. You got a check mark here for bundles. This way you can easily identify bundles if that's something you specifically target, or just so you don't make any mistakes, so you don't think something's a single pack when it's a multi-pack, because there's a lot of listings on Amazon that aren't super clear, especially for the seller. It may say, the variations may say single pack, but if you look at the title, it's a 2-pack or something like that. So we got a little check mark here just so you don't mess up anything. 90-day BSR average, buy cost, target sale price, profit, ROI, all the stuff you need to know. If it's a variation, we're going to give you, make sure you know which variation it is. Source link, Amazon link, category, whatever coupons you need to make the buy cost work. And then we got a notes section where we're going to write down any important notes that we think are useful. Let's see what else. So I think it's going to be 10 or 12 or 15. I can't remember how many I put in here, but it's going to be enough leads to where it's worth the price, right? I'm trying to make it worth everybody's time here, because I'm not just trying to sell you something. I want to offer some value, and in addition to the main leads, we're also going to give you some bonus leads every week, and bonus leads are basically stuff that either didn't meet our buying criteria but still look like decent leads. So maybe they've got some volume but the profit's a little low, but like this one for example, profit was under that $3 minimum. Our ROI here is killer, 170%, and really good rank, 52K and beauty. I mean, that's a good selling product. So stuff like that where it's not quite 100% worthy of the top list, main list, but we're just going to give you some extra stuff there. So, like I said, if you're interested in signing up for that, it's not available yet, but it is coming. We got some back end stuff to finish up, but join the wait list. You will be the first one to know. And I think it's going to go quick. Like I said, these are one-time lists. So 50 people buy it. That's it. It's never available again to anybody. So definitely something worth checking out. And like I said, I'll have all that linked in the description of this video. And also, I think I forgot to mention earlier, sign up for our newsletter for the blog, right? Because this is free. You don't have to pay for this. And once a week, you're going to get an email saying, hey, we got a new blog out. Read it, because you're going to learn stuff. And the more you learn, the more you make, right? And that's everybody's goal here. So sign up for the Flip Finder Network. That's my little plug on that. That's what I've been spending all my time on. But anyways, now we get to the point of the main point of today's video, and that is a new tool I discovered. It's not really, the tool itself isn't new, but this feature is. So I'm not sure if anybody out there has heard of SmartScout. It's an Amazon seller tool. They're pretty. It's a data filtering tool is basically what it comes down to. But SmartScout itself has got some really cool features, and I'm going to have some videos coming out in the future on the subscription of SmartScout and how to use that tool, specifically sourcing, and they got some really cool stuff. It's I'm starting to lean that way more when I'm sourcing every day. Even instead of Keepa, sometimes it's just there's certain things about it that I think are more user friendly or better. But we'll get into that in the next video. But today, SmartScout has actually just came out with a free Chrome extension. Um, and it's in the beta right now, but it is totally free. You do have to make a SmartScout account, but you do not have to subscribe to the SmartScout subscription for the tool itself to get access to this Chrome extension. Um, so that's what we're going to be talking about today, and it is super cool, very useful, really good way for somebody who maybe is just starting and limited on their budget, or maybe doesn't want to quite spend the money to buy Keepa yet, right? Because Keepa's what, 20-25 bucks a month, I think. So this is a good intro. Get your feet wet with Amazon. It's got most of the data that you're going to need to make some starter buying decisions. I will say it's not a replacement to Keepa. And really, a lot of Amazon tools are that way. There's to really be super successful, you kind of have to have a stack of tools, and each tool has its kind of high points and low points. But if you use all of them in combination, that's when you really thrive. But SmartScout Chrome extension, they are beta. I'm not sure how long this is going to stay free, so you might want to hop on that and go ahead and download it today. Like I said, you have to make a SmartScout account, but the extension itself is totally free. And I'm going to hop into a Nike listing here and kind of give you a little showdown of what it looks like. So kind of similar to Celerant, where we got the sidebar here. We got a lot of really cool information. All your product-based information. We got our title, brand, category, ACE, and UPC, the normal stuff. But something cool that SmartScout has added is this opportunity score, and I really like this. So it's going to give you a score 0 to 10. 10 is the best, 0 is the worst. Looks like this one in particular fell right in the middle. Basically, that's SmartScout's opinion on how good this product is as a lead. And this does not take into account your buy cost. So this is just looking at the product overall. It's not looking at your profitability or anything like that. It's just looking at the lead itself, the listing itself. So the cool part about it is they actually tell you what goes into this score. And you can see that here, and I think sometimes it's kind of hidden, but you just click on this little score breakdown tab here, and it shows you, this estimated sales here, $546 a month. This is a ranked at what, 3,000 in clothing. Wait a minute, no, that's not rank. Okay, so this is more opportunities available in the brand. See, I'm still kind of learning this tool myself, but you're going to want to download it, and definitely cool. But anyways, estimated sales 546 here, and I believe that's a estimated sales of how many units a new competitive FBA seller could sell in 30 days, right? So if you come onto this listing, you're priced accurately. This is saying you could have an estimated sales of 500, almost 550 a month, right? So that's going into this score of 5.1. Second one here is Amazon presence. Obviously, Nike going to have 0 Amazon presence. That's a really good for most sellers. We don't like to compete against Amazon when possible. Sales rank drops. This is saying it's got 90 in the last 30 days. Obviously, that's a good indication that this product is selling. That's also going to help your score. Out of stock rate. This is a 0% out of stock rate, meaning in the last 30 days, it has not ever been out of stock on Amazon. So I probably brought this score down a hair, because as a seller, if this product's going out of stock, that's a better opportunity for you, right? Because you could sell more if you stay in stock. But price stability on this is 89. I believe that's out of 100. right? Meaning the price has been super stable in the last 30 days, which is plus or minus 5% of the buy box. That's a pretty stable buy box, 5% there. So really cool breakdown. It shows you not only the score, but why it has the score that it has. So cool stuff there. And moving on down, we got a snapshot here. This is going to tell us if we're eligible to sell the product. That's super important. Any listing issues, such as, this one's got variations. And if you click on it, it actually shows you where it lands in the variations, right? So estimated sales, looks like it's top 3, which is really good. It also tells you how many FBA sellers. We can hit this plus and see all the variations, but really cool there. Any other issues are going to pop up here too, like dangerous goods or hazmat or private label, anything that could be a potential flag for a product. Moving on down, we got our our profit calculator here. We can plug in our cost, our sale price. It's going to give us our profit and our margin, not ROI, margin. So remember that when you're looking at this number. This is profit margin, not ROI. So it's going to be a lot less than your ROI, but that doesn't mean really anything. Give you your BSR here, really good rank on this one, 1200. Estimated 30-day sales, just over 1,000. And remember, all these are estimations. This is data that they look at and make estimations. So it doesn't necessarily mean this product sells 1,093 times a month. It may sell more, it may sell less. This is just an estimation. It's giving us a max cost here, and I'm not really sure. Okay, so max cost that this product can be sold for a profit. So I wonder if that means like a little bit profit. Let's see, 1688 here. Oh, gotta put the decimal. 1688. Okay, so basically that's going to be your break even max cost is what it looks like. So I would probably treat that as you want to stay under that if you want to be profitable. Competitive FBA sellers, always good to know what your competition looks like. 30-day sales data or 30-day sales share is what SmartScout's estimating you could sell as a new competitive FBA seller in a 30-day time span. And again, these are estimates. Do not treat these as hard numbers. Moving on down, we got an advanced tab. And I think sometimes this one's kind of hidden too. You just click these little down arrows. You can put in any prep cost, inbound shipping. I'd say one difference between this and SellerAmp is I haven't found the ability to use a per pound inbound shipping cost. So that's kind of a little bit of a downvote there over to SellerAmp. But again, this is free. SellerAmp's going to be just like Keepa, $20-25 a month. So you got to give and take a little bit here. Any other costs you got? It looks like it does actually give ROI, but for some reason you would think it would be up here with the margin, but maybe it's not. We also have the opportunity to, let's say you plug in how many you plan on ordering. So say we plan on ordering 100. It's estimated we're going to be out of those in 5.5 days. It's given us a total investment based on our buy cost and an estimated total revenue for that 100 units. And we also get a cost breakdown here of the FBA fees, referral fees, 30-day storage, all the little stuff that Amazon nickel and dimes you for. But you get a breakdown just so you see where all the money's really going. Scrolling on down, we got some. This is one of the pluses over, I think, over SellerAmp that SmartScout has, and you get a brand analysis, which is really useful when you're sourcing because you can not only look at the product itself, but you can look at the brand as a whole right here on the product listing instead of having to maybe look on Keepa or go somewhere else to look at the brand. You get an analysis from SmartScout right here on the product itself. And this is giving me a 30-day revenue, and that's across the whole brand. So it's saying Nike as a whole, it's $66,000 a month. That sounds a little low, really, but I'm not sure. I don't sell Nike stuff, but Gives you average selling price. Really good to know if you're looking at a new brand and maybe want to see what you're looking like. Average sell price, and if you're trying to up that, which I know a lot of people are, and I am too. Always trying to up our sell price, right? The higher the price, the more we make typically. Gives us a brand score, saying a 6.1 out of 10 here, and I'm not exactly sure how they calculate that number. Maybe it's similar metrics to the opportunity score, but on a brand scale. Average FBA sellers, really good to know what kind of competition you're looking at with a particular brand. Average product rating, also really useful information. You want to be selling brands that have good ratings. Obviously, you don't want to risk getting a bad rating on a product. Amazon in stock rate, also very useful. Obviously, we got 0 here because it's a Nike product, but that's good to know on a brand level. Is Amazon super heavy on this brand? It might be, yeah, that might shy you away, or I don't know. It just depends, but it's good idea to know it. All right, you get an overlook of the whole brand right here on the product page. It's great. Total ASINs from the brand, 91,000. And I think this is just Nike specifically. I know Nike's got a lot of kind of sub brands on Amazon. There's, like Nike Pro, or there's several different Nike, brands, but they're all Nike. So that's probably just looking at the stuff that's branded specifically as Nike. Average product size also could be pretty useful information. If we're doing a lot of FBA, we probably want to stick to smaller products. And if we're looking at storage, especially if you're running into storage limits, that could be a useful piece of data there. Coming up now, we got brand opportunities, and this is probably my favorite part of the SmartScout extension. And this is basically giving you similar products within that brand, and this is super helpful when you're kind of either exploring a new brand or you're rabbit trailing a lead. So, say we ran across this lead, it looks good, we think we're going to make a test buy. Instead of having to, go into Kiva and look for other products, SmartScout's already going to give us products that are similar, and it's going to rate them by their opportunity score. So we can pop open a couple other products that look like they have a lot of opportunity. So that is super, super useful. My favorite part of the SmartScout Chrome extension, and we can hit this little plus button here, and it's going to open up a whole list of a lot more. And this is actually the SmartScout tool itself. Collections, this is basically what's going to replace your Google Sheet. So instead of having to export this information into a Google Sheet, we can add this to a collection. That way we can find it again quickly in the future. So really cool there. You can give it some default inputs, like if you got a prep center, your prep cost is $1.25. Put that in. Inbound ship costs, I really wish that they had the ability to do this kind of similar to SellerAmp with the per pound and calculate it in. But again, this is free. You can't complain much about free. So any other cost, unit cost percentage, that's where it's going to basically when you first open it up, it usually autofills our unit cost. And what that's saying is it's giving it a 50% of the buy box price is what it's auto-filling that buy cost as, which kind of makes sense really with a lot of people go by the, what they call a 2-by-1 or 2-to-1 rule, where when you're sourcing, you want to look for products that are selling for at least twice as much as you can buy them for on Amazon. That gives Amazon room to make their fees and gives you room to have some profit left over. But you can adjust this up or down, whatever fits your needs. And then we got to turn on our listing issues. I've got everything turned on. That way, when we're looking at this at the top, it's going to list any of these issues: hazmat, Amazon present, private label, oversized, or variation. It's going to let us know right there at the top. So super cool little sidebar extension from SmartScout. And if you think that's it, you're wrong, because I got more for you. So if we scroll down here, SmartScout has actually included a data chart with a lot of this information already in it. And if you use Keepa, you're going to find some interesting a likeness, I guess. And I actually got my Keep It turned on just so I can show this. But if you are just starting Amazon and you want to dip your toes into product sourcing and you don't want to spend any money on tools like Keepa or SellerAmp, this is a blessing for you. This is everything you're going to need to get started. So we can look at our data chart here, and it's got all the same information that Keepa has. It's got our, let's turn everything off here and start from the bottom, or start from the top. We got our buy box price. We can see this is super stable. We can zoom out 6 months, a year maximum, and we also have the ability to look at certain times, just like Keepa, where you zoom to where you want. I typically keep mine on 3 months and back out to a year right before I buy anything. I always look at the year chart, but 3 months is pretty standard. We can see we can't turn it on for this one because Amazon's not on this, but if Amazon was on this product, we could see that also in this chart. New offer count, obviously super important. You want to see what your competition's doing. This one looks pretty good. Offers are coming and going. Definitely people selling through. People 100% making money on this. Back out to a year, and you can see, looks like I would think this is probably a back to school type product. So we saw a little bit of increase there in the offer count for people doing back to school stuff. But the buy box barely moved, which just shows the increased demand for this time of year. Rating count, you can see how many ratings it has. I usually keep that one turned off. It kind of clutters it up a little bit. Rating, same thing. I kind of keep that turned off. But and then we got our rank. We can do sub ranks here. I usually keep those turned off. I keep them turned off in my Keepa too. So you can see, and I might have to zoom out a little bit. But if we put both of these on a 3 month scale, I mean, it's the same information. It looks a little different, but it's the same stuff. So if you're starting out and you want to try Amazon and you don't want to spend money on tools, because tools can get expensive, especially when you need 4 or 5 of them at 20, 25, 30 bucks a month. It's a big investment initially. So this is the solution to that problem. So definitely check it out, download it. I'll put the link in the description. Super useful tool. And we're going to have a lot more videos coming out on SmartScout as I get a little more used to using it. But really cool tool. And like I said, I'm not sure if it's always going to be free or if this is just something they're doing right now, because it is a beta. So don't sleep on this. Even if you already have Keepa and SellerAmp, it's still good to have, especially the sidebar here for rabbit trailing new opportunities and kind of the opportunity score. That can just give you a little confidence boost on a lead that you think is already good. So even if you're an experienced Amazon seller, I would definitely recommend downloading this, and it's free. I mean, you can't argue with that. So I think that's about all I got for you in this video. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment. If you're not already subscribed, what are you doing with your life? I really want to help everybody either learn Amazon or start their Amazon business, or if you already have one, I want to help you make it better, right? I want you to scale. So hit that subscribe button, hit the little I think it's like a bell icon or something. That way you get notified when I come out with a new video, which should be a lot more often here in the near future, because I got a lot more time on my hands right now. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to stick them in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if anybody has any ideas of other stuff that they'd like to see, any other videos, stick those in the comments too, because I'm constantly trying to help as many people as I can here. So anything you want to see, or even if it's a different tool, or if you already got SmartScout and you want to learn a little bit more about it, stick it in the comments. Whatever you got, bring it on. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Follow my socials. I've got Flip Finder Network socials that I'm working on now. We're posting stuff daily, tips and tricks. I'll plug those in the description too. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you made it this far, you're a real G, and we'll see you on the next one.